Hello everyone, Vanguard of Valor here with another episode of FTL. Now before we get started today, first of all, Happy New Year! Welcome to 2013. Hopefully everything continues on well in this year, and hopefully everything works out for you. If you made any New Year's resolutions, try to keep at them, although I know it's hard. Alright, so as you can tell, we have our mods as usual: Better Planets and Backgrounds by sanmonku, High-Res Backgrounds mod by Splette. We have Leocock's DiversityMod, all of which you can get links to in the description below, although it should be noted that I have modified them all. Unless I get permission from the developers, I will not unfortunately be uploading my own version of them, because I don't feel it's right to claim that work as my own when all I've done is compile it and make sure it is compatible. However, you can do that work yourself if you feel like figuring it out. It's not too hard, it's just really tedious. Anyhow, if you'd like to skip straight to the action, feel free to click right about here, right about now, to do just that. If you've decided to stay, however, excellent choice, and let's get to talking about our ship. So let's come right down here and start up a new game, and we're already here. Today we're playing in the long-awaited Kestral A, right back where we started. It's been a long time coming, but here we are at last. So, on the Kestral A, what is there to talk about? Well, it's the starting ship. It's the ship everyone gets to try, so I'm sure you all know it very well. It has a very basic but simple loadout. It has a very nice room layout. It's got some decent airlock doors. It has 3 human crew, which is not particularly exciting, but will get the job done at the start of any game. It's enough to power 3 of your major systems, not all 4. It starts off with basic systems, not including the cloak, drone bay, or the teleporter, but it can be used to do just about anything if you get things worked out properly. You start out with the Burst Laser 2, which is probably one of the better weapons in the game, given that it fires 3 shots for 2 power, which is pretty good, and it also gives you an Artemis missile to bypass shields. Fairly fast and effective missile weapon, so honestly its layout starts out pretty darn effective. It's not the most exciting perhaps, but it's certainly good. Doesn't start out with any powerful augmentations either, but that's nothing to complain about. Doesn't also have any real weaknesses. What we're going to start out with quickly here is renaming this puppy, and then we're going to fly out of here, finally on the long-awaited Kestral Cruiser Type A. Since this is the 18th of our 18-ship run, we're calling this the VSS Encore. We're going to have a music theme here. You are going to be Forte. You, Frederick, are going to change your name to Sonata. And you're going to be a woman now. And you can be... how about you can be Coda? Very nice. So it's some music-themed names going on here. Quickly talk about the achievements before we go, and then we'll fly out. Because if you're after the Type B, which is a very cool ship, you'll need to get 2 out of 3 of these below. You can get Tough Little Ship for repairing your ship back to full health from only having 1 HP remaining. The easiest way to do that is to find a store you can afford to upgrade yourself back up to full health at. Then find a battle within 1 jump that can take you down to 1 health in a very controlled manner, such as enemy ship can only do 1 damage to you, so you can just sit there and tank 1 damage after 1 damage after 1 damage until you eventually get down to where you need to be, then you can jump back to the store without having to worry about fighting it. So you don't have to worry about things like unfortunate misses getting you killed. It's not the most exciting way to get the achievement, but it is a very easy one. As far as full arsenal, you'll get this as you play with the ship. Unlocking all of the systems is not necessarily the best choice, because you probably won't have enough power to run them all, but to get an achievement, it's not that hard to simply buy a drone bay, for example, or buy an additional teleporter when you weren't otherwise going to use one. As for the United Federation, however, this is deceptively difficult. For having 6 unique aliens on the Kestral Cruiser simultaneously, that actually means have 1 of every unique alien on the Kestral Cruiser simultaneously, which makes things a lot more difficult, because you have to discount the humans. That leaves the Engi, the Zoltan, the Mantis, the Rockmen, the Crystals, and the Slugs. That's all 6, and if you have all of those, you are exceptionally lucky. That's all there is to say. Given the number of slots on the ship, the fact you'd have to throw out some of your additional crew, and all that junk. You can get it, but it's not going to be easy. So, with that said, let's jump into this game. We are, of course, playing on normal. Let's see what the galaxy has to throw at us this final time. Here we go. And here we are. The data we carry is, as always, vital to the remaining Federation fleet. We'll need supplies for the journey, and we'll need to make sure we explore everywhere we can before moving on. Yes, indeed. So, let's get our crew organized. Forte, you're taking over weapons. Sonata, you're taking over shields. And Coda, you're in the helm. Okay, we'll power up weapons, power off the medbay to power our engines, and let's hope we have a nice start to this adventure. It's been a long time coming. Let's hope it's a good one. It appears our distress beacon is coming from the surface of a nearby moon. Sensors are picking up a single life form. Let's go down and investigate. We find a colony that seems to have been recently attacked. Exploring the devastation, we find a lone survivor. Let's invite him to join our crew. Boop! He happily offers his services for a time in exchange for getting off that rock. And it's a Zoltan, that's pretty awesome. So, Charlie the Zoltan, you're gonna head over to the engine room. Charlie is a name that is guaranteed. You'll always get a person named Charlie from that event, unfortunately, but whatever. So, we have one spare power bar now. Might as well put it in the medbay for now. But we also have 4 crew members already, which is great because that means that our engines get a little boost. We're up to 20% evade now at base, which is pretty good. We detect a rebel automated ship nearby. It doesn't engage and seems to be patrolling around a long-range sensor station. Well, let's attack that ship to get to the sensor station. They do have a dual laser and an ion weapon, so this could be quite bad for us if we can't hit out their weapons soon, because once that shield goes down, we'll be taking 2 hits from every shot they take. If we get lucky, though, they'll miss. Yes, they did. Ooh, nice for us. They missed a bunch of shots there. Now they can't hurt us because their dual laser's offline. Just the ion weapon doesn't do any damage. We'll hit them with the burst laser in the helm so we can't miss them again, and then we'll worry about actually taking them down. Well, we can still miss them, but now the odds are much reduced. Hit them in the weapons, and we should be good to go here. We should be able to hit them both times here, make sure they can't repair that weapon too quickly. There we go. We're going to hit them in the shields next to make sure our next salvo will kill. Actually, let's just hit them in the helm, because we have 4 damage to do. As long as we don't miss any of these shots, we will definitely do 4 damage in the next 2 salvos regardless, so we might as well make sure we don't miss. Hit them in the engines, and this little drone is going down. Pow pow. Nice try, sucker. Okay. We access recent scans from the unguarded station. Our map has been updated with details of the surrounding area, as well as us gathering 9 scrap from the wreckage. Oh, good thing we didn't do that. We do not want to jump into an asteroid field at this point. No siree, although now we're going to be stuck in this corner. Hopefully we'll be able to get out somehow, but I'm not surprised if we have to backtrack a little. We recognize this ship as a well-known slave trader. He hails us, offering laborers for cheap. Now let's attack that slaver scum, because we're not interested in taking things from him without fighting for them. So what we're going to do first is we're going to missile him in the shields and burst laser him in the weapons. Not necessarily necessary, but it's fun. Pow pow pow. Oops, forgot to turn off my Steam again. My mistake. Turn that off. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now we're immune to the remaining damage. We did take a hit in the radar, but it doesn't look like that's going to cause too many problems for us, as long as we can make sure we don't miss them too much. They surrender, offering another slave as tribute. Well, sure, let's accept another slave. We have Ohm, another human being. That's unfortunate because humans are really boring. That's okay though, for the time being you can be a repair human, and that'll be good because we do need someone who is a bit more mobile than the people who are tied to their stations. Once we get the radar repaired, we'll be able to move on. We are looking to upgrade our shields pronto though, because the sooner you can get those up to level 2, the lot easier it is to survive by a long shot. So let's back down to this corner here and see if we can't jump over to the right. Yes, we just barely can. That's good, we can get out of this corner without having to fight the rebels early on. Scans show a remote settlement being blockaded by a pirate ship. The ship hastily messages us, saying, "Stay out of this or you'll be next. Concentrate fire on..." Well, they're not paying attention to us. We're going to attack that pirate. They do have a pair of dual lasers, though, so we might be in for some damage here if we're not lucky. They will be able to... Oh, wow. They have 5 lasers. If we don't hit them quickly, they will be hitting us. And they will be hitting us regardless, because their timer is only about 9 seconds long, I think. Oh, we do 1 hit. That's pretty good. 2 hits, maybe? I'm not quite sure. Not too many, though, so we should be able to take these guys out without too much further trouble. They try to surrender after we damage their weapons. They offer us 2 fuel, 4 missiles, and 7 scrap, but we need more scrap than that, so piracy cannot be forgiven. The missiles would be nice, because we only have 6 remaining. We're going to have to try and save those a little bit better now. But, regardless... attack the helm instead, so we can knock that out, we won't miss, and we can do the rest of the damage we need. Ooh, they blocked one of the damage. We're gonna hit them in the weapons next and make sure they don't fire this weapon at us. Did I move the wrong person? I did. I moved Sonata instead of Ohm. Whatever. Smash those weapons, and one more shot should do it. We're gonna hit these shields to make sure that if they do block all of the damage, we can take them out next time even easier. We do need some missiles, but we also need some scrap. Hit them, and down they go. Nice try, Rock Scout. We pick through the remains and contact the settlement, gathering a missile, a drone part, and 16 scrap. Much better than 7. With the pirates gone, we signal the station, who appreciate what we've done, and offer us a missile, a drone part, and 9 scrap in thanks. They're apologetic, they can't give us more. Okay, well we have 44 scrap, that's just about enough for level 2 shields. We'll have to save up a little bit further, jump over this way and see if there's anything at this empty beacon. Is there? Nope. Our scans reveal a mining base on a nearby planet, long since abandoned with no life signs detected. Okay then. We're gonna go probably 1, 2, 3, 4 out of here because that makes a good way, and we'll head up that way maybe? I'm not sure. Let's jump into the Nebula regardless because we should be able to slow things down in here. We find... Oh wow, that's really good. It's hard to see why, but this beacon is apparently a tourist destination. One of the ships at the small station is offering a deal. They're offering to trade 1 drone part for 6 fuel. That's fantastic. Done. Okay, we got a good deal in there. Let's jump over here, and then over there, and then out of there, and then somewhere else. Is this a sun? That's a sun. That sucks. Hopefully we'll be able to make it over here and then jump to the exit that way. We will miss a bit of time, but it's better than jumping into a sun at this early stage. Here we find a black market weapons trader, spinning us a tale of the dangers of the Nebula before pushing his wares. We don't have the money to buy it anyway, so we're going to attack that ship. We've got a basic laser and a heavy laser, so it shouldn't be too dangerous. If we can actually knock out their weapons, that would be extra nice. We're going to shoot the burst laser at the weapon room first, hopefully taking it out. They did hit us with the basic laser rather than the big laser, so that's okay. We'll go with that. Less damage is better damage. We're going to hit him in these shields now to make sure our final salvo will do all the damage it possibly can. Oh, get back to your room. We did hit him once, which is all we needed. We get a frantic message from them telling us to take everything they have, as long as we don't kill them. They're for 3 fuel, 4 missiles, and 8 scrap. These is pretty decent, 3 fuel and 4 missiles, but I need more of the actual scrap at the moment because I need to get those shield bubbles up and running, so we're not going to accept your surrender. One more salvo into the helm. They're not going to be able to run because they tried to surrender, but we're going to smash them in the helm anyway to make sure they don't dodge our upcoming shots. And they're going to fire this laser in a second, then we're going to send Sonata into the medbay to heal up. Oh, that's right, it's going to hit the shields. Into the medbay to heal up, and back down there. Okay, we're going to burst laser them in the weapons just for fun to kill them off. Nice try, gentlemen. That little traitor is dead. The ship explodes, giving us a missile, a drone part, and 13 scrap. That's not great. Probably should have taken that original offer, but we did get the scrap I wanted, so I guess I shouldn't really complain. We're going to upgrade our systems, and our shields are now at level 2. Fantastic. Taking power out of the engines temporarily, because having level 2 for our shields is pretty darn powerful. We're going to jump here, and then probably we'll have time to jump there and then out. Let's see how it goes. Because if we have one here, the next one's going to go like to there. I don't know. We're going to do it anyway. We're going to do it anyway. Okay, interesting blue planet. Our arrival is greeted by numerous computer alerts. The nearby rebel scout has deployed a virus to disrupt our shield system. I just upgraded my shields and you just turned them back off again. Okay, well, that's fine. Back into the engines, back into the medbay. I got lots of weapons, which would be great if I had my level 2 shields like I just bought, but no. Okay, let's Artemis them in the weapons before they fry us. I shot his laser with my, and then he knocked out my burst laser. You serious? You serious right now? Miss me, please. No, you hit me again. You gotta be kidding me. You hit me in the missile, and then you knocked out my burst laser simultaneously. Okay, screw you. Your weapons are offline. We're gonna go fix our shields. We are taking a bunch of damage here. A whole bunch of damage, but they shouldn't be able to hurt us now because the only weapon they have is that mini beam, which shouldn't be able to get through our shields. Knock out their shields. Next shot's gonna take out their helm. You stinking son of a gun. Get in there and heal up. Actually, I'm gonna send Sonata in to heal up as well. There we go. One more shot on them should take them out, and we're even gonna... No, Forte's at full health. Everyone else full health? Yes, they are. One final burst laser in the weapons to take this rebel scout down. There you go. Nice try, you stinker. Knocking out our shields. The ship explodes, giving us a collection of useful scrap material, 14 in fact, as well as a drone part and another 3 fuel. And another power bar, which is what we wanted. Buy that extra power bar so we can have the engines and the shields powered. We're going to jump over to this Nebula. Zoop! What do we have over here? Here we find a mantis. Nebulas are known to be popular mantis hunting grounds. Information we would have done well to heed. Well, that's okay. They've got a Lido missile and a basic laser, so we're going to try and pummel them before they can fire. They're going to be able to hit us with a missile at the very least, unless we get good luck with the dodges. The laser shouldn't be able to get through our defenses, however. What we're going to do is we are going to Artemis the shields. There we go, and 3 shot, no weaponry. We only needed 2 to hit, and that's what we got, so that worked out in our favor. 1 more shot from the burst laser against, say, the helm, and this ship will go down in a blaze of laser. Fire those lasers. Bye-bye, suckers. Okay, down goes the Mantis ship. The ship explodes, giving us a missile, a drone part, and 15 scrap, which is not bad. That's a lot of blue there. That's ooh. Look at that, that's weird. The mouse is doing weird lines. Sometimes people's custom nebulas do weird things. Weird things. Okay, so what else are we going to buy for the VSS Encore? I think our next plan of upgrade is upgrading some engine power. Let us get out of here. We could go to the store. It's not actually blocked, but I have no money to buy anything with, so there's not really any point. We're going to have to come over here, because if we go around this way, we're going to have to go through the sun. We could theoretically make it. We have 1... No, we can't make that. We only have 3 jumps. I think that will run out of time. So we're going to go... Excuse me. We're going to go the direct way, even though we lose a bit of time. A rebel ship hails, saying that they didn't fight the war to let the... They did not fight a war to let a single Federation ship shatter our dreams of a better galaxy. They lock weapons on us, Lido missiles, little thingies. They've got drones on board, so they probably have repair or anti-personnel drones. It's hard to tell without level 2 radar. What we're going to do first then is hit them in the shields again, because that's a good strategy. They hit us in an empty room with their Lido missiles, which is great for us, not so great for them. Their shields and weapons are offline, there's not a darn thing they can do about us, so we're going to leave our missiles on storage, because we only have 6 left, and if we waste them, we're going to have none. We're going to burst laser them in the helm. Oh, they're trying to run away now, but unfortunately for them, we just smashed their helm, so they're not going anywhere. They've surrendered, offering a fuel, a drone part, and 9 scrap, but we're not interested in that surrender. As a fairly paltry offer, we are going to keep fighting them until they are dead. We're also going to smash them in the drone bay, because they definitely do have repair drones, given how quickly that repaired. Either that, or they just have all their crew be doing repairs, which is entirely hostile. Entirely hostile? Entirely possible. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap, including 3 fuel, a missile, and 11 of the metal itself. We have 27 scrap left. Do I jump to the sun just for kicks? Yeah, it's such a bad decision to do that, but why not? Let's jump to the sun, and we'll jump to the exit after that. There's nothing at the exit, so we should be safe. Here we are at the sun. This beacon has been placed too close to a supergiant Class M star. The ship will gradually overheat until we get out of here or die. A pirate, apparently oblivious to the danger of the sun, moves in to engage us. Thankfully, he's not a rock, so he does actually take damage from the fact that he's going to catch on fire too. If we're lucky, we can vent out the rooms that are burning, and we do have a mobile person to deal with fires, so it should work out okay for us. They did hit us twice, though, and set our medbay on fire, and that's not so cool. Hit them in the helm, so they cannot get out of here. They're trying to run away, but I just hit them in the helm, so they cannot get out of here. They offer us 4 missiles, a drone part, and 9 scrap if we let them live, but I want more actual scrap. I cannot accept that surrender. The missiles would be valuable, and I need them, but I need to get that money more. Burst laser them in the helm again. We are going to get a fire any second now. I just need to start venting this ship. It's not going to work like this. So we get out of here, vent those rooms, and that'll work. That room's already destroyed anyway, so it's not like we're taking additional damage by having this happen this way. You get in there and put that fire out, and we will work on killing this sucker with 1 more salvo. Bye-bye. Alright, this fire is out. That room is really burning. The ship explodes, giving us 2 missiles, a drone part, and 17 scrap, which is pretty good. Pretty good. We just lost our radar, unfortunately, but we do have time to jump to the exit, where hopefully there's no one waiting to kill us. Is there anyone? We've arrived at the long-range beacon, where we discover, a large asteroid field nearby. Short-range scanners may discover useful materials. It's a bit dangerous, we risk losing 5 of our health to do so, but we're going to explore the asteroid field anyway, because you never know what you'll find. A pirate. Oh, the perfect wrong answer. A pirate ship hiding behind one of the larger asteroids attacks us. Yay. Okay, the fire in the medbay looks like it's gone out. So we're going to close those doors. We should be okay because I believe all the fires are extinguished. So all we have to do is deal with this guy, and we have more shields than he does, so we should be able to survive this asteroid field without too many problems. We're going to hit them in the shields immediately so that the asteroids can do all the work. There we go, and hit them in the weapons so they can't hurt us. Nice try there, gentlemen. And now the asteroids will pummel you into an early grave. They're trying to run away, so we're going to have to hit them in the helm to prevent them from running. Oh no, the asteroids took out their engines. Nice try, guys. One more shot from the burst laser will kill you. Oh, no, you got your shield back up, so we need to take that back down so the asteroids can do their work. Oh, you're dead. Nice try. That was quick. Ship explodes, giving us 2 missiles, a drone part, and 17 scrap. Awesome. Wasn't quite what I was expecting, to fly into the asteroid field and have to fight someone in there, but, you know, it wasn't too bad in the long run. Let's heal up our crew, because some people look a little bit injured. Or is it really just him? Yeah, looks like we got lucky here, and Ohm was the only one who took damage there from the fires. Sonata, Forte, and Coda still doing well in their musically themed rooms. Charlie, you're really not in this theme, but whatever, you never are. And we have to jump to the next sector because we can't buy upgrades while in the Nebula. We're going to be trying to stay in as many red sectors as possible this time, I think, just for fun. So we can go to a Mantis-controlled sector or a Rebel-controlled sector. Mantis-controlled sectors are likely to have a lot of boarding parties, and we don't really have anything for dealing with that yet. Rebel-controlled sectors are going to have a collection of drones and Rebel ships, mostly human crews. So let's go to the Rebel-controlled sector. Here we are. Alright, the sector was hit hard by the rebellion. The many alien settlements and stations located here are now watched over by an almost equal number of rebel bases, heavy-handedly keeping the peace. Okay. Now, we can buy some of our upgrades. Let's power up our engines a little bit. I can't quite power them up twice, but that's not bad. 25% evasion is definitely better than 20. It's 1 in 4 instead of 1 in 5. And I think after that, we might want to keep some of these upgrades for down there. But I think we are going to go up to at least level 4 engines before we start messing around with some of the other options. Let's come forwards and see what we can find. A rebel ship has been patrolling this region, and as we arrive, it begins its assault. Lido missiles and a burst laser Mark 1, so we're going to be taking 2 shots from this, and the missile as well. If we can hit them quickly, it's not going to be too much of a problem. They will only get 1 salvo off each. They hit us in an empty room, and I'm cool with that, although they did set it on fire, but thankfully for us, it is an airlock room, so we can vent it really quickly. Their weapons and shields are now locked offline. Burst laser to the helm will prevent them from running, and we can clean shop. I kind of like these new deoxygenated room symbols. They're kind of cool looking. 1 more burst laser will kill these poor unfortunate souls. Let's see what they're trying to repair first. And if they don't tell me, I'm going to hit them in the oxygen. Bye-bye. And they try and surrender, offering us a missile, a drone part, and 13 scrap. But that's not really that great, so we're not going to accept that surrender. Down they go, and what do we get instead? Instead, ooh, much better. The ship explodes, leaving behind 3 fuel, a drone part, and 24 scrap. That's pretty good. That leaves us, oh, not quite, need 5 more before I can buy another power bar, so I'm not going to waste my money at the current time. Let's jump back here and see it's an asteroid field. Lovely. We arrive in an asteroid belt to discover a rebel automated scout station here, and prepare to fight. We're going to asteroid belt them in the shields, asteroid belt them, Artemis missile them in the shields, and then we're going to burst laser them in the helm so they can't dodge them either. Actually, we should hit the weapons too, because those dual lasers could cause us some serious problems if they hit us at an unfortunate time. There we go. Now the asteroids will probably take them out before I get a chance to shoot again. Or at least with the burst laser, because I'm not going to waste an Artemis missile at this point. But it doesn't seem to, because there hasn't been a single asteroid that hit them since that last salvo. There's 1, and they died just as I fire my lasers. That works just fine for me. Ship explodes, giving us 3 fuel, a drone part, and another 16 scrap. Okie dokie. Let's get out of here. We're going to jump to this beacon, I think. What do we have here? Anything good? I don't know. Despite the barren area, a trader has set up shop at this beacon, offering us 5 missiles in exchange for a single fuel. Good deal, I'll take it. Okay, a lot of good traders here today. Let's jump over this way and see if we can't work our way forwards a little bit. What do we have here? We spot a small rebel ship nearby. It seems to have been refitted for transport rather than combat, and doesn't want to engage us or our ship. Unfortunately for them, we're going to demand the surrender of their goods. We prepare to secure their cargo by force, however they are trying to get away, which means we are going to have to blast them with deadly weaponry in the shields and then in the helm. We're going to let them fire their weapons at us. We're probably going to take a little bit of damage because they do have a Burst Laser Mark II and a basic laser. Hit them, please. There we go. We hit them in the helm, so their FTL charge has been slowed down significantly. We are going to slowly try and kill them this way. We're going to hit them in the weapons next because I don't really feel like getting killed. We just leveled up our dodge, though, which is fantastic, and took out the Burst Laser 2. However, their helm is back online, so we're going to smash that with a missile so they can't keep running. That's the last thing we want them to be able to do. We're going to Burst Laser them in the shield so we can do more damage with our other shots, and we should be okay from here on out without having to spend any more missiles. We'll have to see how they recover, but we're going to hit them in the engines with our next Burst Laser, so even when they do get that repaired, like they just did, they're not going to be able to get away very fast anymore. It is now broken. The engine takes a bit longer to repair, although it only does take one repair to actually get it slightly functional. Unfortunately for them, they're not going to have time because our Burst Laser is back ready, and this helm is destroyed. Nice try, Rebels. We're not going to get much out of them, most likely. Yes, indeed. The debris implies the ship was carrying drone schematics, but unfortunately, nothing remains. We do find functioning drone parts, however. One drone part, rather, and 22 scrap. Alright. None too shabby. 1 second, though. Alright, pardon me. So, let's get moving. Doesn't make any difference to you, I know, but I feel bad when I have to interrupt my own videos. So, let's upgrade our engines again so we can get that dodge power we want. We're probably going to do doors or sensors next so we can see what's going on the enemy ships. But for the time being, we're going to hold on to our money in case we need it for something. So let's take another look up ahead. We're probably going to work our way over this way towards the exit, something like that, up this way. So let's jump over here and take a look. What do we have? We have a nice red planet. I like it. We stumble across a forward scout of the Rebel fleet, and they start to power up their FTL right away. If they find the way to get out, they will no doubt warn the fleet of where we are. They have drones, which means they may have repair. They can't do any damage to us, though, so we can ignore their weapons. We're going to Artemis them in the helm right away, because if we can get them to stand still, it's much better for us. Hit them, hit them, hit them. Yes, they're not going anywhere. First laser them in the shields, and they do have a repair drone, because the drone left that building as soon as the damage was done. So we're going to burst laser them in the drone control first chance we get. Their shields apparently were on fire. Burst laser them in the drones. There we go. We need to hit them with... there's no one in the helm at the moment. That's why enemy FTL is delayed. That's fairly interesting. They must be trying to repair shields. We're going to burst laser them in the engines next to give them something else to slow them down, and also simultaneously kill them. Nice try there, Rebel Rigger. The ship breaks apart, and we're relieved to know that we're one step ahead. We get a fuel, a drone part, and another 24 scrap. Very nice. Okay, now let's keep moving. We're going to jump over this way. Hopefully there's something good here. We find a purple piece of space. A populated sector where we find a merchant broadcasting a request for a mercenary ship to aid him. We agree to respond.
Your ship seems reasonably well equipped. A freighter carrying a shipment of my goods is a week late. The fools flew through a pirate-filled sector in their haste, and I fear for the cargo's safety. I'm looking for a less incompetent captain to investigate, he says.
We accept his offer.
At least you're confident for what little that's worth. Here's the last known location.
He tells us where to go, which happens to be way off in an area I had no intention of going. But that's okay, we'll head over to that end of space and get that quest marker. What do we find here? No, there's not much of interest nearby. A small sun in the distance with a few orbiting planets in nearby space provide little of interest. We just said there's nothing of interest. Whatever. Let's jump over here and get to that quest beacon. Hopefully there's something interesting here. Something we can fight. There's something here. Our ship is hailed.
We found you at last. Prepare to die.
Well, they've got a basic laser and a mini beam, so they can't hurt us. In that case, we're going to take our time with this fight, hit them with a burst laser uniquely. We can save our rockets, and leave these guys feeling very sorry for themselves. This ship isn't too fancy, but it does get the job done fairly well. His starting weapons are very nice. You do want to augment them later on, once they get a little bit more shields than a single shield, or two shields. They get a little bit harder to deal with, but as a starting ship, it's quite effective. So they can't go anywhere because we smashed up their helm. We're going to hit them in the shields again, since we also can't miss. And now we can take them out at our leisure. We're also going to hit them in the oxygen, and you know what? We might just suffocate these guys out. It'll take a little while, but hey, why not? Hit them in the oxygen, although they're probably going to be able to repair it before I can suffocate them. The enemy ship is trying to power up its FTL and get away. Well, in that case, I can't suffocate you out. I have to murder you. The FTL drive is delayed at the moment because people are a little bit injured, but I think I'm just going to kill them. Waiting to suffocate them out, not as cool as just smashing them at the moment. Nice try there, guys. The ship explodes, giving us 2 fuel, 2 missiles, and 22 scrap. Lots of 2s in there. We could upgrade the engines to level 5 like I like so much. But I don't know. Let's hold on to our money for at least one more jump and see what's going on at this quest beacon. We're going to have a hard time getting back, actually, because it's going to be 1, 2 jumps, 3 is going to be overrun. But we can at least go 1, 2, 3, 4 out then that way. So let's try that. We'll jump to the quest beacon and see what's over here. What do they say? We arrive at the last known location of the merchant's delivery and begin to scan for the lost ship. After we scan, we find a ship being chased by pirates. This must be the missing delivery ship. We move in to rescue them. They've got dual laser and bombs. Then we're going to burst laser them in the weapons. Hopefully this is a long charge time bomb, like an ion bomb or something, so we can hit it before it fires. We'll see in a second. Dual laser fires, can't do a darn thing. And we smash the bomb and the other weapon. Both of their weapons are now offline. There's not a darn thing they can do. We're going to hit them in the shield to make sure we can do damage as we please. And things are looking good for us. Next shot's going to the helm to make sure they can't dodge or run away. That's what's so nice about hitting the helm. It has very little health, so it's easy to knock out. And once you've knocked it out, they can neither dodge you or run very easily. We'll hit them in the shields next to make sure they do not recover that quickly. And their weapons are back online, so we're going to change our target to the weapon system at the last second. Blast that thing, because I don't know what kind of bomb that is, but I don't want to get hit by it. And we're going to burst laser them one more time in the shields. Because they just came back online. What do you know? Alright, burst laser them in the shields, take them down. Bye-bye, pirates. We got 2 fuel, 1 missile, and 16 scrap by the delivery ship. We're grateful for our assistance. It's not... The thing about this mission that irritates me is you don't get a reward for killing the ship, according to that text. We destroyed the ship, but we don't loot it, we just go straight to the people. It seems like there's a dialogue option missing there, that you loot the ship and then you talk to the people and get a second reward. As it stands, that means I got a fight and a quest a quest start for nothing. All I got was one thing's worth of reward. It seems a bit strange. Unless the reward is like a guaranteed fight, but I'm not sure that's really something I'd want. Okay, we're back up to 5 power bars now, which is pretty darn nice. And let's get out of here. We're going to jump over towards the exit. It's going to take us longer than we should take to get there, but we're going to do it anyway. Our ship is hailed. This is an automated message. Resisting on takeover is pointless. Prepare to die. It appears this rebel ship is run by an AI. However, it also appears they didn't think it important enough to give those guys shields. So these guys are going to go down very easily once we actually hit them with our weaponry. As long as they miss us with a Lido missile anyway, that'll be nice. Miss, miss, miss. Yes, they missed. And we missed them a whole pile of times, meaning that they can still hit us with the missiles again. Lovely. Hit them again, please, with the burst laser. They hit us in an empty room, which is not too bad, although Ohm did take some shots to the face. This time we took out their weapons quite nicely, and we're going to hit them in the helm to make sure we don't miss again in future. Once Ohm gets those floors repaired, he'll send him into the medbay to get himself healed up again. There we go, and down goes the ship, because none of those shots missed. That's nice. Ship explodes, giving us 3 fuel, 2 missiles, and 22 scrap. That's not bad. Okay, get back out of there, power back where we need it. We are fairly well set up again. This is our fairly regular setup by this point. And as you see, it will be slightly overrun by that point. So we're going to take the easy route, jump to that jump and that jump before heading to the exit, get as much out of this sector as we can before heading back. We recognize the ship as a well-known slave trader. They hail us, offering laborers for cheap. They've taken over a Federation bomber, too, so we just have to kill these guys. We're going to attack this labor scum. Okay, burst laser them in the weaponry, because they do have a burst laser Mark II like we do, as well as a heavy laser, which could do some serious damage if those shots connect. Although we have 39% evade, so the chance of all of them hitting is quite low. However, we did just reset both of their weapons, which is nice. And we're going to hit them in the shields for our next shot to make sure they can't dodge us anymore. I don't think they're going to start to run. Generally, oh! They repaired the weapon just in time to turn off the heavy laser before it shot, meaning they have a full charge reset to do. We should even be able to shoot them before their burst laser fires. Oh, we missed both of our shots, though. 2 out of 3 is not so great. And their shields are back online. They must have a lot of crew on there. We're going to hit them again in the weaponry to make sure they can't hurt us. And they surrender, offering us a slave as tribute. If we destroy them, they'll all die anyway, they say. Well, some scrap would be nice, but you can never say no to free crew at this point. We get Stelly, another human. Why do you give me so many terrible crew? Stelly, you're not even... That's an interesting name for a guy. Anyway, Stelly and Ohms, Forte, Sonata, Coda, and Charlie. Better than nothing, I suppose. Let's jump to this unvisited location and see if we can get to the final jump from there. It's an asteroid belt, which isn't great, but we do find a rebel automated scout stationed there that we can fight. We're going to Artemis them. Oh, they have a drone. This could be bad for us. We're going to Artemis them into shields very quickly and hope they miss a whole lot. If we can knock out their shields, we should be able to do a lot of damage to them. And we missed them, so we're going to hit them in the shields with our lasers instead. There we go. Fire bombs as well. Where'd that go? Into our oxygen room, of course. Lovely. You two, get in there and put that fire out right now. We can't lose our oxygen room to fire right now. Okay. Here come some shots. And they just got hit in the drone control, which is nice, turning off their attack drone. We're going to burst laser them in the weapons. Now they're not quite so dangerous, although they do still have the dual laser online, which is unfortunate, but one more asteroid will kill them off as well. Hit him, hit him, hit him. Come on. I'll just hit him then. Down he goes, and he gets smashed by an asteroid as he explodes. Nice try. Ship explodes, giving us 3 fuel, 2 missiles, and 26 scrap. Bunch of nice rewards here so far. Power up our med bay to heal up our injured crew. Is anyone else hurt? I don't think so. Everyone else has been doing quite well so far. We can't spend our money here, so we're going to jump straight to the exit, fight some rebels, and book it out of town. Let's see what we have here. We found the exit beacon, but the rebels got here first. We'll have to survive long enough to jump to the next sector. And they're boarding us. Interesting. Haven't been boarded yet, and they board us right into the room with 2 of our active crew. That couldn't have gone better for us. Alright, we are going to try, and I'm not even going to try and fight these guys. This is going to hurt, though, if they fire that halberd beam with good timing. We can block it with 2 layers of shield, but if they manage to take them down, there's not going to work out so well. There's very little point to actually try and defeat these guys, though, because, I mean, we can't get anything but 1 fuel out of it, and they have 2 shield bars, so it's going to take us more than I'd like to waste on these guys, especially when we're going to have to start fighting 2 shield bar guys up soon. So we're just going to abandon. There's no point in trying to fight them. We're jumping out of here. Mantis-controlled sector or NG-controlled sector? Well, I said we're sticking to the red, so Mantis it is, despite the fact that I'd rather not deal with lots of borders at the moment, especially not Mantis ones. But that's okay. Red it is. We've entered a poorly charted area of space known to be home to the Mantis. Once we make sure our hull plating's up to scratch and we have enough fuel in the tank to make it through, we'll be able to continue. While our hull's a bit down, we've got plenty of other stuff. However, we are going to have to stop this episode here for now. Thanks for watching, everyone. This has been Vanguard of Valor playing FTL on board the VSS Encore. Happy New Year. Welcome back to the videos. And I will see you next time. Actually, one more thing to mention. If you're looking for somewhere to chat with people about FTL, I will link you below to a handy little chat board where you can do so. Some interesting people on there. I'm there sometimes as well. Check it out if you're looking for more of the FTL experience. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like I said, don't forget to leave a like on the video if you did like the video, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.